Okay, per a report today, it looks like the NFL is investigating a second wave of potential violations of the league's gambling policy. So, this is concerning just a little bit for the Lions, just because on the last wave of investigations, they found 4 players from the Detroit Lions involved and 1 player from, I think, it was the Commanders. So, if you're looking at it again, were other guys involved and just like all kind of hanging around and doing, in gambling? Or was it something where, hey, yeah, they would have caught them the first time around if that was the case? So let's take a look at it here. League's gambling policy originally, okay, right here, Jameson Williams and Stanley Berryhill, they were caught on a team facility or traveling with the team gambling. Can't do that. Cephas, CJ Moore, and Berryhill, they were gambling on NFL games. So the NFL just basically came out and said indefinite suspension, meaning at least a year. We'll figure it out later, but you're done for a while. And so the Lions immediately released Berryhill, Cephas, and Moore. Thankfully, Jameson Williams was not part of this. Not part of gambling on actual NFL games. That would have been brutal. So he's only out 6 games compared to literally just, Berryhill, Cephas, and Moore may never play again in the NFL just because they were already fringe guys, and then they get released because of gambling. Remember, Calvin Ridley was suspended for what ended up being 1 year last offseason. So if you look at it, in the last 5 years, there's been 7 NFL players, an assistant coach, and an unknown number of team employees that have violated the league's gambling policy in the last 5 years. So they're saying there's another round. There's some investigations going on right now. And the good news is the NFL says has found no evidence of game manipulation. And so that's the whole point of this, is they're trying to get you. Game manipulation is what they do not want at all costs. And that's what I'm all for. That's what fans, we don't want anybody doing that. So they don't want you gambling. They don't want you gambling at all in the team facility. They, of course, don't want you gambling on games. That's not a good look. So I don't mind these rules. I really don't. Like, just don't. If you're an NFL player, just don't gamble. Sorry, you can't gamble. It's so easy to not do this. Like, just don't do it. Just don't do it. So it's possible that the Lions are looking at some more players being suspended. Now, I don't think so, because I think they would have got them in the first round. If more Detroit Lions players were involved, I think they would have gotten them in the first round. So I think we're in the clear, but it's something to be aware of, that this could be something that comes down. So if you look at our depth chart, I want to take a look at that real quick and just kind of look at what this means for us, because it kind of, it impacts us. Here we go. So Jameson Williams suspended right there. So our wide receiver room went from being like, ooh, I can't wait to see what happens, to, okay, Marvin Jones and Josh Reynolds have to step up. Khalif Raymond, maybe Tom Kennedy makes the team. We've got a 7th rounder in Antoine Green. Keaton Thompson has been out there. Trinity Benson really hasn't done anything. Chase Cota, people are excited to see. But one suspension kind of changes things. Again, the other guys suspended were fringe players at best anyway, so it doesn't really matter when we look at some of the defensive players like Berryhill. So we're okay there. But it's I think we're in the clear, but it's something to be aware of, and I hope that nothing happens with that. So let me know in the comments what you're most excited about as OTAs get underway. And that's another thing. OTAs are starting up. For me, when it comes to OTAs, I'm really excited, of course, to see the rookies and just kind of see them out there. Gibbs, of course. For me, I think Jack Campbell, I want to see if he will be slotted right in game 1 next to Anzalone. Will he take Anzalone's spot? Probably not. They said Anzalone's green dotted this year, meaning he's the guy. He's the guy with the communication. Like Anzalone, they love Anzalone. I don't. I get it, but it's crazy how much improved Anzalone has been over the last 2 years. So Anzalone's in. Jack Campbell, love seeing him right there, and just to kind of see what that looks like. And then Malcolm Rodriguez, what's his role now? Is Malcolm going to go to kind of back up Jack Campbell and play a lot, be a big time animal special teamer? And that's really where we want Malcolm Rodriguez. He's a great player, but if he's your every down next to Anzalone linebacker, that's a lot to ask from him. He's a little undersized, 6th round pick. Hey, But if you've got guys better than him, and then Malcolm Rodriguez can go and be just an animal on every unit in special teams, can come in, give Anzalone and Campbell a break. That's huge. That is huge. There's very little to no drop off when you can throw Rodriguez in versus when you were throwing in Derek Barnes and holding your breath. Aaron Rodgers is looking at Derek Barnes like, oh, watch this. Jeez. So it's good to see Malcolm Rodriguez is going to be right there and play a lot. That's the thing. He's going to play a ton. Thankfully, he was able to come in and play really good for us. The other one I'm looking for with OTAs is the safety position. Brian Branch, CJ Gardner-Johnson, Kirby Joseph, Tracy Walker. We've really got 4 safeties. Iffy, is he going to make the team? I mean, it's crazy. Savion Smith, same thing. So we've got the corners. You know, who's going to really step up with corners? Will Harris. All of a sudden, Will Harris, and this is how much better we've gotten. Will Harris was our starting, you name it, right? Wherever we needed him, corner, safety. Now, I mean, this is really where Will Harris should be. He should be second. Will Harris should be your guy that's a good special teamer and then can play anywhere in the secondary as needed. But he should not be a guy that you're depending on 3rd and 5 against Aaron Rodgers. Like, that's not where we want Will Harris. We want him to be on the bench, being able to help us out, to give guys a break and that sort of thing. So let us know in the comments who you're most excited to see at OTAs and what you're looking for. I think we're good with the gambling suspensions, but something to keep an eye on as well. Make sure you check out the link in the description for this canvas. Why can't I point to it? There it is. For this canvas. Link is in the description. And also, become a member of the channel. It's a great way to support us. Make sure you subscribe as well. That's that's a great way to support Craig and I. And we're going to be going live here in the next couple of weeks throughout the summer, even too, just for an opportunity to Q&A, see what's up with the Lions, because we're really in a unique situation where all of a sudden you hit the summertime, you're having fun, summertime's doing different things, and then the next thing you know, they go to OTAs, they break, they come back for training camp. Training camp's going to be great, and then we start. And that's why I love the early Chiefs game, because we start early and we have an opportunity to see the Lions first thing. Let us know in the comments as well. Should we go live for that game? Is that something that you guys would tune into? I think you will. I think it'd be awesome to go live for the Chiefs game and to watch that and really have some fun. So let us know in the comments your thoughts as we're getting closer. OTAs are starting and we're getting through the summer. And the next thing you know, we're gonna be watching the Lions Chiefs. Can't wait. See you on the next one.